Is it okay?
No, sir.
You one thing, you in your device, go through the incoming video. There is the three dots are there. If you tap on the three dots, one incoming video option is there. You turn off that one. Means it will
Yes, sir.
consume the lot of data.
It's turn off.
Now slowly it will appear.
సార్
Does it
ఇప్పుడు
appear?
బ్లాంక్ గా ఉంది సార్ స్క్రీన్ మొత్తం.
Mm. What happened to this?
నౌ ఇట్స్ క్లియర్ సార్.
Okay, okay.
Sir, it's been now got.
Now is it okay to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't know what happening today. Now determine the if the diameter is d for the first 50 mm and the diameter d for the remaining length. Determine the diameter of this rod. The question is the diameter of this rod how much? Okay. Diameter of the rod how much? And assuming the what are their factor of safety as a 2 and yield strength as a 330 megapascal, endurance limit for the reverse loading 300 megapascal, correction factor 0.7. This correction factor 0.7 for the axial loading. Correction factor for the axial loading, and the one is the bending loading. Okay, and stress concentration factor 1.44 for bending, 1.64 for the axial loading. Size factor, surface factor, notch sensitivity is given. Okay, now if you go through the problem wise, first write the given data. What is given? Cantilever beam having the length as a 200 mm long, 200 mm long, 200 mm long, and it is subject to axial loading. Axial loading, first one I am writing 150. 150 is minimum axial load. Axial minimum load. Axial minimum load is 150 newtons. 150 newtons. And axial maximum load. Axial maximum load is 450 newtons. For the given data also in examination, external examination, you will have the marks below. Don't forget to write the given data. At least when you don't know the answer, if you write the given data, at least you will get the 2 marks or 1.5 marks. Okay, and it is subjected to the torque, sorry, not bending loading, transverse load at up and 50 and downwards is a 120. So here maximum load for bending, I am writing the bending here, WB minimum, WB minimum as 80 newtons, 80 newtons, and WB for maximum, WB maximum 120 newtons. Okay, and factor of safety is, factor of safety is to yield strength as 330 megapascal. It is taking time so much. So 300 factor of safety. So we direct start the problem. We'll start. So this is a given data. Now first is I'm following through the first axial loading. I'm following the answer with the help of first axial loading. First one, due to axial loading. According to axial loading, I'm calculating first. Axial loading. According to axial loading. Now what is the equation for the axial loading? According to the axial loading, first is the, because the system is here subjecting to the at a time two loads, means here axial loading, here bending loading, two types of loads are generating here. Okay, so for that the equation is here equivalent normal stress due to axial load, equivalent axial stress, equivalent normal stress due to axial loading. Okay, for this equation is mean stress plus variable stress, mean stress plus variable stress into yield strength into factor of fatigue stress concentration factor due to axial Kf by endurance strength due to axial loading and surface factor and size factor. Okay, so this equation we have to use here. Why? Because it is subject into the combined loads. The system is subject into the combined load. So in previous cases, if you remember, what the only any type of, means either the question is given axial loading purely, or the question is given totally transverse loading, or the question is given totally torque, it is subjected to the torque, like that. Separately, these three system of application of load is there, either pure axial loading, or either pure bending loading, or pure torsion loading. These three systems are there. Separately, you have practiced in the previous cases. Now the question is combining the 2 or 3. Okay, for that when you are see like such kind of questions, you will have to go through the this equivalent normal stresses, equivalent normal shear stresses, like that. Okay, so here equivalent normal stress due to axial loading, this is the one. This EA and this EA different value. Okay, this sigma EA is the equivalent normal stress due to axial loading. This is the endurance stress due to the axial loading. Okay, now mean stress plus variable stress by endurance stress into factor of safety, fatigue stress concentration factor for the axial loading, surface and size. In this, mean stress how much? So mean stress, variable stress we need to calculate. Endurance stress is already given in the problem. Endurance is given in the problem as a 300, and factor of safety, not factor, correction factor. This is the KF, fatigue stress concentration factor, axial loading. For the axial loading, fatigue stress concentration factor is not given in the given data. That we need to separately calculate through the Nernst sensitivity equation. And EA is the endurance limit due to axial loading. It means sigma EA means sigma E into KA, load axial load factor into endurance limit. That is the meaning of this one. Surface factor is given in the question and size factor also is given in the question. Now one by one we are going to calculating mean stress how much. Mean stress how much here? Mean stress is mean load by area. Mean load by area. So what is the area here? Pi by 4 into d square. Now, once if you calculate the small d, any one d value, you can calculate, you will get the larger d value also. Okay. So for that reason, the area is pi by 4 into d. Pi by 4 into d square. Now the question is, what is mean load? What is the mean load? Already you know the principle to calculate mean load. Maximum load plus minimum load. Maximum load plus maximum load plus minimum load. Minimum load by 2, that represents the mean load. If you put a negative sign here, that is the variable load. Okay. Now what is the mean load here? What is the mean load here? Mean load is 150 plus 450. 150 plus 450. Actually here see the diagram. 450 showing the positive sign. 150 showing the negative sign. That is 450 is a positive, 150 is a negative. Don't substitute like a maximum is a 450 plus minimum as a 150. 450 plus 150 how much? There like is 600 by 2 like a 300, like not like that. So here minus 150, this is the represents negative sign, represents the opposite, the arrow represents the negative sign here. Minus 150 plus 450. So how much this one? 450 minus 150 by 2, like 300. 300 by 2, 150. Mean load is a 150. 150 is the mean load. 150 by pi by 4 into d square. So you will get the answer in terms of d square. So 150 by pi by 4 into d square, how much? Pi by 4 into d square. How much? Anybody? Pi by 4 into d square. 150 by pi by 4 into d square. The answer you will get in terms of d square. What is the value here? The answer you will get 190 exactly. 190.98 means I am writing the 191. Units is megapascal, Newton per mm square. Okay. Now here, very good. The next thing is the variable stress. Variable stress is variable load by area. What is the variable load? 150 minus 150, sorry, 450 minus into minus plus 450 plus 150 by 2 means 300. Okay, 300 by pi by 4 into d square. So how much this one? The answer will get in terms of d square. The answer you will get in terms of d square. 300 by pi by 4. What is the value? 300 by pi by 4 into d square. 381. Very good. 381.97. Very good. 997 means I am writing the 382 directly. Okay. Okay. Now after calculating this, what are the things required? Here mean stress, variable stress we calculated, yield strength is given in the question, Kf value we required. So Kf value is, to calculate Kf value from the notch sensitivity Q equal notch sensitivity Kf minus 1 by Kt minus 1. Okay. Kf is a fatigue stress concentration factor, that this is only we need. Okay. and Kt is a theoretical stress concentration factor, and Q is the knot sensitivity. Q value, how much given in the question? Q value is given in the question as a 0.9. Q value is given in the question as 0.9. Kt value, theoretical stress concentration factor, Kt value is given in the question due to axial loading. There are two values is given in the question. See here in this question, where is that yield strength? Oh, see here, correction factor 0.7 for the axial loading, 1.0 is the bending loading. Two factors is given. So we need to select for the, now I am calculating for the axial loading. See the title, first one, for according to the axial loading I am calculating. So according to axial loading means whatever the parameters I am considering here, everything related to the axial load, not for the bending loading. Okay. So because I am calculating the axial loading, I am taking the factor for the axial loading. What is the axial loading factor here? 0. Stress concentration factor 1.44 for bending, 1.64 for the axial loading. Okay. So 1.64 I am selecting here. 1.64, 1.64. Okay. Only the unknown is the Kf value. So if we modify this equation, what is Kf here? Kf for the axial loading, Kf A you need to write. How much? 1.57. Very good. 1.57. 1.57. Very good. Just directly I am writing the equation. Okay. 1.57. Now what we required? Now what we required? We required EA value we required. Endurance limit under axial loading. Endurance limit under axial loading. So that also we need to calculate. Endurance limit under axial loading is endurance limit into Ka, axial load factor. Ka is the axial load factor. So endurance limit is given in the question. Endurance limit how much given? 300 megapascal is given. So 300 I am writing here. 300 megapascal. And load factor how much given for the Ka value, means load factor for axial load only we need to consider. In the question 0.7 is given. 0.7 for the axial loading, one is a bending loading. Okay. So 0.7, how much you got? 210. 210, very good. 210 megapascal. 210 megapascal. Okay. And what things you require? Surface and size. If you multiply to 210 with the surface and size factors, surface factor given as, I am directly multiplying here, surface factor as a 0.9, size factor as a 0.85. 0.9, 0.9 and 0.85. 0.85. So what is that one? I am directly multiplying the surface factor and size factor here. What is the answer here? What is the answer? 160.65. 160.65 megapascal. Okay. Okay. What are the things additionally we required? Everything is calculated. Just directly substitute the values in this equation. The main equation, you will get the equivalent. You will get the equivalent normal stress due to axial loading. Equivalent, I am writing here, equivalent, equivalent normal stress due to axial loading equal What is the answer? Substitute the all values in this equation. Substitute the all values. This represents the mean stress. Mean stress we calculated 191 by d square. Variable stress we got as a how much 382 by d square. Yield strength is given in the question, and kf value also we calculated. Just now we calculated this product. Substitute all values, you will get the equivalent normal stress due to axial loading in terms of megapascal. In terms of megapascal. In terms of megapascal. What is that? In terms of megapascal, the answer will come in terms of megapascal. While you are calculating, d value is required. The d value only we need to calculate. Answer come in terms of megapascal. What is the equivalent normal stress due to axial loading? So mean stress is a 191 by d square, 191 by d square plus another value also come here in terms of d square. What is the value here? What is the value here? The value is 1237. Now the final value is 1428 okay, by d square. By d square, the answer is in terms of the units is megapascal. So this one, equivalent normal stress due to axial loading we calculated according to the, because here if you see the system for the cantilever beam, two system of forces here. One is axial loading, for another is the bending loading. According to the axial loading we calculated. Now I am calculating according to the bending loading. According to the bending loading. So according to the bending loading, see here. According to the bending loading, what is the equation here according to bending? According to bending, equivalent normal stress due to bending. The equation is mean stress due to bending, plus variable stress due to bending, yield strength, okay, and fatigue factor due to bending by endurance limit due to bending, surface factor and size factor. So in previously we calculated all are related to the axial loading. Now in this case we need to calculate all values like mean bending, variable bending, and fatigue factor for bending, endurance limit for bending. All are related to the bending. Means all whatever the values are there, all values we should consider with the bending only. Now first calculating the one by one mean bending. What is mean bending here? Mean bending is according to the bending equation we need to follow here, because this is the cantilever beam. Applying the transverse load, the cantilever beam is going to subject into bending. So for that, according to the bending moment equation, we are following here bending moment by section modulus. Now I am calculating for the mean bending moment we need to write here. So what is mean here? Again, mean is maximum bending moment maximum bending moment plus minimum bending moment by 2. That is the mean. If you put a negative sign here, that is the variable. Okay. Now what is the section modulus? Section modulus for this given figure. What is the figure here? The figure is having the circular cross section. The question is mentioning here. It is having the cantilever beam is having circular cross section. So for the circular cross section, section modulus is pi by 32 into pi by 32 into d power 3 into d power 3. Okay. Now again here maximum bending moment you don't know, and minimum bending moment you don't know. Okay. So maximum bending moment, minimum bending moment we need to calculate. So because this is the cantilever beam, see here, this is the cantilever beam. Now tell me the equation, bending moment equation, when it is subjected to point load at the free end. When it is subjecting to the point load at free end, what is the bending moment equation? What is the bending moment equation? Load into whole distance. Load into total perpendicular distance. Now, first I am calculating the value for the D. Whatever the dimensions I am calculating, small d value. Where is the small d? The small d appears up to this A and B section. For this diagram, the critical section is the here only. So that reason first I am calculating the D value. The D value is applicable to whole this portion. The D value is applicable to whole remaining 150 portion. Okay. So for that reason only I am calculating the value at particular point A and point B. Okay. Once if we get the D value, easily we can get the remaining portion. Okay. So for that only the length I am considering here 150. It means load into perpendicular distance, W into L bending moment is 80 into 150. 80 into 150 is the minimum bending moment, 120 into 150 maximum bending moment, like that. So maximum bending moment I am writing here, maximum bending moment is maximum load into 150, maximum load into 150. So maximum load how much here? How much maximum load here? Oh, sorry, wait. So what is maximum bending moment here? Maximum bending moment is maximum load into how much maximum load given? Maximum load is 120. Maximum load is 120 into length is 150 plus minimum bending moment is 80 into 150, 80 into 150 by 2. So this represents the mean. If you put a negative sign here, that represents the variable. Now tell me from this equation, what is the mean bending value and variable bending value? Variable bending value. The answer will come in terms of dq. The answer will come in terms of dq. What is mean bending? What is variable bending? What is mean bending and what is variable bending? what is mean bending, and what is variable bending. The answer will come in terms of dq. dq. The answer will come in terms of dq. Make it fast. The answer will come. I'm writing here. What is the answer? Make it fast. Mean bending value, the answer will come in terms of d cube. Variable bending in terms of d cube. For variable, we need to calculate with the help of here minus 10. If you put minus 10 here, we will get the variable. What is the answer? Make it fast. Mean bending is 294. 294 means I'm writing 300. Round figure 300. How much you got? 294.52. 300 I'm taking. Variable how much? Variable. One four seven two. 1472 means directly I'm writing 1500. I think you got the answer for the mean somewhat wrong. It should be thousands. You are given the answer 300. 30549. 30549. Five, 4, 9. For the variable, how much? For the variable, how much you got? 1472. 1472. 72. Now calculate mean bending and variable bending calculated. Yield is given from the Notch sensitivity relation. Notch sensitivity relation kf minus 1 by kt minus 1. Now through this relation, get the answer for the kf for bending. Take the kb value. Q value is given in the question as a 0.9. Q value is given in the question as a 0.9. Okay, and kt value for the bending is given as a 1, not 1, 1.44. kt value is given for bending 1.44 is given. Now tell me the value of kf for bending. Kf for bending 1.39. Very good. 1.39. Okay. Now what we require again here, this total product. This product we require. So this product I am calculating here. Sigma E into KB into K surface, K size, surface factor and size factor. K sigma E value is given in the question as a how much sigma E value? Sigma E is a 300. Sigma E is a 300. KB value is given in the question as a 1. And K surface value is given in the question as 0.9. 0.9. And size value is given in the question as a 0.85. Okay. Now all parameters whatever required here All are presented here. Only the thing is you need to substitute the all values. Now tell me the equivalent normal stress due to bending. Final value, this one. Equivalent normal stress due to bending. Total value. The answer will come in terms of the answer will come in terms of d square megapascal. Sorry, d cube. The answer will come in terms of d cube. D cube megapascal. What is the answer? Make it fast. Don't have time. This is the equivalent normal stress due to bending. Equivalent normal bending stress due to bending. The answer is in terms of d cube. How much? Make it fast. The answer is I am writing here 337168 megapascal. Okay, now see here. For telling answer, you are taking so much time. Now, total equivalent stress we require. Total equivalent stress. Total equivalent stress is equivalent normal stress due to axial loading plus equivalent normal stress due to bending. Okay, if adding these two, how much we got the equivalent normal stress due to axial loading? How much we got? 1428. 1428 by d square plus for the bending how much we got? Bend 3378 7168 by d cube. Okay, this is the, if you add these two, this is the total normal equivalent stress. Otherwise net equivalent stress. So for the net equivalent stress, another relation we have, that is for this equation. For this one, another relation we have, that I am writing here, that is yield strength by factor of safety. Yield strength by factor of safety. For this net equivalent, this is on this. If we adding these two things, nothing but that is the meaning of nothing but net equivalent stress or total equivalent normal stress. For this another equation we have yield strength by factor of safety. Yield strength how much given in the question? 300 by factor of safety as a 2 and 1428 by d square plus 337,168 by dq. Simplify this equation, you will get the answer D. You will get the answer D. Tell the answer in terms of mm, not in meters. Tell the answer in terms of mm. Simplify this equation, you will get the D value. Tell the answer in terms of mm. Okay. So see here, first I calculated equivalent stress, normal stress due to axial loading by considering the all axial factors. Now secondly, what I calculated equivalent normal stress due to bending loading by considering the all bending factors. After that, I am adding the both the things, that is called as a net equivalent. Net equivalent stress is also known as another equation, yield stress by factor of safety, and equating these two, then we will get the D value. So this is the procedure when the combined loads are given. Means combined loads means this is the example. Okay. Now tell me the answer. D value. Tell me the D value. What is the D value? Tell me fast. Okay, do in your notes and tell me next class. Okay. Any doubts regarding today's problem, you can ask. Otherwise, we will end the meeting because sir is waiting in the next class. Any doubts do you have? You can ask now. Otherwise, we will end the meeting. So shall I end the meeting? Tell me the answer in next class. Okay. Tell me the